Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Wannabes podcast. I'm your host, Morgan, and these are my fellow co hosts, Luke and Dreaded. And thank you for joining us tonight as we are going to be diving into none other than our movie review of Freakier Friday, starring Lindsay Lohan and the fantastic Jamie Lee Curtis.
Hell yeah.
How you guys doing tonight?
I'm sleepy. How are you?
Same.
I'm full. I'm very full. My
Got
stomach
up
hurts.
way too early today.
Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I might. We'll deal with it later. But like, yeah, I ate a lot of food.
So you're working at you're like leaning into your food coma.
I'm leaning into my stomach hurts a lot, and like it's not anything bad other than like I ate way too much. So I'm just waiting for it to pass. I got my water.
I got you.
What did you eat?
I ate a lot of chicken.
Ooh, chicken.
Yeah, a lot. But like I seasoned it. It was good. I'm not gonna get into it now. Like high thoughts are high thoughts. It's fine. Don't continue. Box office, Morgan.
All right, everybody. So let's go ahead and dive into the movie review of Freakier Friday by jumping into box office.
Yeah, no news today. We had weird things that we could have talked about, but we didn't want to talk about weird stuff. So no news.
Yeah, we just wanted to dive into the review.
We'll get into this. I have a very very serious reason why I want to talk about this movie, and I'm excited to get to that.
Oh, I know exactly what it is too. So we'll let him go on that tangent, definitely.
Sweet.
Well, everybody, this is a later in the year review for us as this came out on August 8th, but it did just release on streaming. So that's why we're finally able to get to it. But with that being said, the budget of this film was 42 to 45 million US dollars. And if I go to the box office, in the United States and Canada, Freakier Friday was released in 3,975 theaters during its opening weekend. It earned $3.1 million from Wednesday and Thursday preview screenings. The film debuted to $28.6 million, finishing second behind Weapons for 2 consecutive weekends. It was reported that the film earned nearly $45 million in its opening weekend worldwide and had the biggest August debut ever for a PG-rated movie. Now, the film dropped to third place in its third weekend, grossing $8.8 million. And then in November 2025, Ganache reacted to the film's financial success as so exciting. But what does that mean? As of November 3rd, 2025, Freakier Friday has grossed $94.2 million in the United States and Canada and $59 million in other territories for a worldwide total of $153.2 million. And it's on streaming now.
All right.
Not bad at all.
Oh, right then.
I had a unique experience when I saw this film. I saw it at the drive-in back when it came out. And I mean, pleasantly surprised with the movie. Honestly, I'll get into it more later. But I mean, this is one of those movies that just like, I don't know, like they're just like not offensive. If that makes any kind of sense.
Yeah.
Checks all the boxes.
It's quite literally PG.
Yeah. In almost like a throwback sense too, because of some of the material that's in there. Like it kind of. Well, it's not an envelope pusher by any means, but it's not like Baby's PG. You know what I mean?
This is definitely a movie that plays on nostalgia, but in the right way. It doesn't like, in my opinion, it didn't feel like they were overdoing it for nostalgia's sake, just doing nostalgia for nostalgia, except for maybe at the end. At the end, I got a very good laugh out of, because Dan, I watched it with my husband, and he did not recognize the dress and like the hair and everything. Yeah. And I got a very good laugh, and he's like, "That's so funny," and I was like, "You don't remember?"
Yeah, I agree with you. The ending is probably a little jerk-offy, but like that's pretty much it. I mean, everything else.
I can't be upset with it though, because at least it's the very end and not the entire movie.
No, yeah. I mean, this is a little difficult for me as far as because it's not made for me. I was never like married to the original. I watched it. It is what it is.
I watched it a lot.
I kind of have the same opinion on this one, but performances are good. I enjoyed what I saw. Didn't have a bad time.
Like, to do this reboot and to kick off this title again of the Freaky Friday, right? Or in this case, Freakier Friday. We obviously had to have the kids. There are, Lindsay Lohan's character does have a child, and there is a, she has her love interest. She's getting married. He is also a single dad. All those different like for this to happen, there had to be a younger element. So I'm not upset with it, but the entire movie, I was still just 100% invested in Lindsay Lohan and Jamie Lee Curtis's characters. They are who mattered to me, though I did love everyone we got. It's just for me the movie. I'm like, give me more screen time of Jamie Lee Curtis because I also just am a sucker for Jamie Lee Curtis. I love her.
Well, I did like the element, as you were saying, of bringing in a new generation of kids. So you get the Gen Z audience, you get our audience,
Mhm.
and you get Jamie Lee Curtis's audience. And I do like the way that everybody played. And it was cool to see when they do the switch up how now Jamie has to act like a 12-year-old and fucking the 12-year-old has to act like she's Jamie's age and all that shit. Like it was cool to see that and see those dynamics. And that was actually funny to watch in certain moments.
The freaking wall scene kills me.
But I do have to give Sophie Hammonds and Julia Butters all the kudos because they are.
100%.
I mean, Lindsay Lohan, even though she's been through some shit, like she's she's no slouch when it comes to this stuff because she's been doing it since she could walk. You know what I mean? So
Absolutely.
Jamie and her are phenomenal actresses, and it was cool to see Julia and Sophia kind of hold their own with these two vets.
Yeah,
everybody does their role very well.
There was really good chemistry across
Yeah.
the entire cast, and it's nice to see that with having younger casts with an relatively older cast as well.
And then having the job of playing like your now older co-worker or co-star and vice versa and shit. Like that's cool too.
Also, shout out to Manny.
Oh, that's your dude?
What?
Manny, who plays Eric, he's just, I love him. He was in The Good Place. I first was introduced to Manny in The Good Place, and I love him. He's a lot of fun. His Acolyte should not have been canceled, and he should still be doing his Star Wars show. That's all I'm saying.
I see. Okay.
Gotcha.
All comes back to Star Wars. The only thing that I have a gripe with this is that it is the pretty much retread that comes with doing this movie. I mean, and it's something that I see when the horror movies do it. With the requels, they still hit the same beats like as the first one. This does the same thing. It's kind of formulaic in that sense, but they do enough to differentiate themselves. That's why I say this movie is like inoffensive to me because I get what they're doing, but they still have to hit like all the fucking check marks. This does check all the boxes, and I don't know. That's the only thing that I don't appreciate is that it doesn't feel particularly original. But I guess that's the give and the take of doing something like this. Of course, it's going to feel like something I've seen before because it has to retread that because it's been so long.
Sure. I mean, it kind of goes into, if you want to think about it too, it goes into a little bit of like the discussion we had last week of it is okay to have not an original story. Like it's okay to have a story that we've seen before as long as you do it well. And
Right.
obviously we have 100% seen the story before. It is a ripoff of the original.
There you go.
But it works. And I think they brought nice life back to it with making sure that we had a younger cast included, which is okay. I don't think if they had done this any sooner and they didn't have it where Anna actually had a teenager or a child to experience this switch with, I don't think it would have worked if they were just trying to do the Anna and Tess switch again.
Well, maybe it's the cynic in me, but I definitely look at it this as it's definitely a vehicle for Lindsay Lohan to try and be famous again. Because of the shit that she's done before. So of course she had to come back and do a sequel to arguably her best movie ever, right? And thank God Jamie Lee Curtis is a fucking gamer and just kind of will do whatever the hell she wants. You know what I mean? She doesn't have to do this, but she's she's one of the, she seems like anyway, I don't know her personally, but from all the interviews and movies I've seen, she seems literally like she'll just say fuck it and do stuff. I mean, she's a fucking Chopper fan for crying out loud. We may have been this close to getting her in that show. So yeah, you take that, and then you got two seemingly up and comers in this movie, and it's like it's definitely on the shoulders of the four main characters to pull this off for the reasons that I just listed, and for the most part, I think they do it. And that's just me being like, this movie isn't for me. I never really cared about it, and it's a bunch of shit that now these days I see all the fucking time. But these four ladies pull it off pretty well.
Yeah.
How do you feel, Dreaded? We've done a lot of talking.
Yeah, let him go.
Oh, I didn't like the movie, actually.
Let this man cook.
Why
I ain't gonna
didn't you
lie.
like it?
I don't know. I just wasn't feeling it at all.
Okay.
Now, don't get me wrong. I do like the OG Freaky Friday. I don't love it. Like that's like a you movie right there. That's like your baby. The Freaky Friday, the first one is like it's on. I'll catch it because why the fuck not? I haven't watched it for a while. But it's
Yeah.
nothing I'm in love with or nothing like that. Freakier Friday, I don't know. I just didn't fuck with it too much, I guess. Had a couple of funny moments. Now, don't get me wrong. Everything you guys said has not been wrong, actually, because the cast does a great job, actually. You believe the butting of heads, the coming of together, and people playing other people supposedly in their bodies and everything like that. So that they do a good job, actually. And the nostalgia debate at the end, I didn't mind it at all, actually.
I didn't mind.
And like you, I did get a good laugh out of the dress and the hair. So I was like, bro, come on now.
See, I think this movie falls into that thing that I kind of bring up semi often, like forced conflict, because a lot of the issues that these people have, like in the real world, is just out of straight privilege and like misunderstanding. So when stuff like that happens, it's hard for me to get invested, and also like it's played for the punchline. So joke might have been funny, but then I don't know. I kind of go like, we didn't have to. I didn't need that. Didn't need to force. Well, why are you guys upset right now? Like, what are you bitching about? It's funny that you're bitching, but like, what are you bitching about, really? That type of shit.
Sure.
I'm like, come
sure.
on, man. And you would think, like, especially since there's a grandma and a mom, like they would be more mature enough. They would be mature enough to like avoid these situations. But of course they're not, because like it's funny. So just shit like that, and that and hitting the tropes are really the only two problems I have with this movie. Because I think that the gripes that these characters have, like they're real. People have them. It makes sense. But just how they go about some of the stuff, just like you absolutely could have avoided this, but we have a movie to make and we need a runtime. So I get it.
You're not wrong there. Now I'm gonna be real too, and I feel like I noticed it more in this movie more than I did the first one. But I've been aware for the years that there is a type of humor that I do not like, and I dread it, dub it as cringe humor, and this is a hardcore offender of that. And because you got to switch bodies, I mean you have to pretend to do stuff that you normally wouldn't do or know stuff you wouldn't do, and it just backfires because now people are looking at you crazy. And I have never, ever liked that kind of humor. Now, Freaky Friday, the first one, did have it, but I feel like the extent didn't bother me as much as it does in this one, actually. So there is that. So that's just a me thing. I've never been a fan of stuff like that, actually.
No, I
And
agree. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
I will also say this too, is that while the ending joke with the lady makes me laugh, and an incident with a scooter makes me laugh, I actually didn't really laugh much in this movie. No, wait, I take it back. And a retrying of how to switch bodies that was done in the first one, that was funny too. But other than that, I didn't get a lot of laughs out of this movie. I don't know. Freakier Friday to me just felt like I watched it and like, sorry Morgan, I just didn't care. Although
you're
some
good.
beats did hit pretty solid, actually. Like as Luke said, there might be some forced conflict, but how some of the conflict is resolved and the dialogue between characters after this whole heartbreaking sad moment actually is pretty good. Particularly with
I agree. I think there is some like beautiful messaging in the depths of this, but we don't get a lot of that just because the forefront is kind of more of that the comedy side of it.
yeah, sure, yeah. I will definitely say Jamie Lee Curtis and hold on a sec. Sophia Hammond's their little moment together after the fuck up is definitely my favorite out of all of that
I
actually
do
too.
love that. I do love that moment.
Because for me, it's just like it's about time you realize like what the hell you're doing at this point. So,
Mhm.
so that goes hard as my favorite one. But of course, you have the mother and daughter dynamic stuff too, which actually does hit pretty well, especially considering one your mom's a goddamn rock star, and she has a kid now. So you think like, did you give up that life just because I exist now? So a lot of the emotional beats do hit. Like, don't get me wrong, they're not bad. But at the end of the day, for majority of the movie, I just like didn't care really.
You see, that's that privilege shit that I was talking about, where that whole thing. I'm like, you live in like the nicest part of like California. You have a massively successful single mother, and like you're bitching about what? It's like, come on. But again,
Now
I
I
get it.
know.
I get it. But that's just the lens that I saw it through. But I do like
That's
the
fair.
messaging, and when they all come together, I do like how they resolve their issues and everybody grows up, and you know, everybody reconnects and all that shit. Every generation reconnects. That was cool. But yeah, just shit like that to get me there. I was like, come on, guys.
Now
Really?
listen, Luke, I want to put a one counter to your argument there about the privilege. Like, why are you complaining about this?
Yes.
And no worries, Californians, because I hate that place too.
I
But
love California.
you got to move to London,
In
and
my head.
I mean, I'd be sad too if I'm being honest.
London over California?
I'd take neither. I don't want to go either. I don't want to live either one.
Well, you know. And maybe I could have gotten behind it a little bit more if they would possibly have explained the dad situation
Sure.
for what the fuck is her name? I have it right here. For Harper, who is Lindsay Lohan's the character name for Lindsay Lohan's daughter in this movie.
Oh, okay.
They don't really tell me much about that. Like I genuinely wanted to know.
We just know that he died when she was like what, 2?
Yeah, like just there wasn't, you know.
It's a basic explanation.
If there could have been like I don't know, to me it felt like they didn't pour like why is she so upset that she's gonna move? Like what is the connection? I feel like I was missing it, you know, because she's an outsider. She doesn't really give a shit about the people that go to the school, so it's not really like a friends thing. I mean,
if you're being real, like there's a lot of times where there's a lot of stories where you move to a new city, new school, new place, and like I miss where I came from, stuff like that. That's pretty common actually. So
no, I get that. No,
and again, like it's London. Like she got to live in London. Like I feel that. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. So it was just hard for me to get behind Harper.
Yeah. But at the same time,
I could get behind.
At the same time, though, when it comes to Lily, I'm like, damn, you left London. Now you're in California. It's just, I'm so sorry. Now I'm not just purposely playing both sides. Y'all can kill me if you want, but both sides suck.
Yeah, no, both sides did in fact suck.
I think that's the point, is that like they're stuck. Both of the kids are stuck between a rock and a hard place. Like this isn't their decision, right?
But I guess what I'm getting at is I don't want to keep being told that like Gen Zers suck. Like, but why do the Gen Zers suck? They can't just suck just because they're privileged and they're Gen Z. Like, give them a fucking reason. You know what I mean? That's what I was looking for.
Have you not seen enough Gen Z? Like,
dude, but
we don't need the movie to tell us they suck.
Yeah, that's what I'm. But like, it just kind of felt like that's what it was falling back on. Is like entitled Gen Z or is entitled, and I was like, I've seen this so many times. So like that part to me, that's the weakest part of the story. They do it well. They act it very well, especially with the switch up. But like their whole motivations, I'm just like, I can't. Like, I don't get you at all.
Well, also, California, London. Sorry, not a fan of either of you guys. But hey, I make fun of both of you. I'm not taking a side, so there you go.
This slander is real. Our one fan that watches us in London has not left. Thanks, dude.
No problem. Hey, he had to hear it the hard way. Sorry, if it was ever going to be a meet and greet of the One Piece podcast.
Yeah.
No, I don't want no goddamn cheap viewers. Do we look like prostitutes?
But I absolutely was behind, for the most part, what was going on with Tess and Anna. I mean, of course, it's Jamie Lee Curtis and Lindsay Lohan, but that whole thing with Lindsay being like overworked and shit in the career and family and shit, like I can relate more to that. So
yeah, I think that is one thing, and like I do feel like a lot of the focus and like a lot of the humor, the majority of it, and the majority of the relatability was meant for people who are like Anna's age, who are like the working adults who may or may not have children. You know, like I think that was the main focus. There is humor also for the younger generations to enjoy this movie, but I look at this as though it is still PG and everything else. Like I look at this as it's kind of a reboot for us who would be nostalgic by it, rather than like the newbies who have never really grew up with it.
Well, that still sucks. I mean, you might be right, but if I would like to think anyway, if I was the Gen Z and I went and saw this, I'd be like, wow, like that's all you're giving me. That is my representation. Fuck.
I almost forgot to mention this too, because of course the girls don't like each other for the dumb teenage girl reasons, if you ask me.
Right.
But I actually do like the slowly liking each other more, actually, too.
It's also it's accurate. It's very how
long is this?
It is.
Go ahead. No, I got you.
No, I already have it up. I just gotta scroll up to the top. It is 111 minutes. So it's, you know,
do some math. I don't know.
It's an hour and 50 minutes.
It felt longer to me.
I know
Felt
it.
longer.
I definitely for me too, but that's because that's my fault though. I
Keep
have a
pausing it.
yes, that's a habit of mine. If I'm not really feeling a movie, I'll just kind of end up pausing and doing something else. Because spoiler, Luke, I called you,
He did.
and you know what I was watching while I had it up too.
He did.
I was literally watching clips of the black. Ow. Okay, we're good. I was literally watching clips of the black phone for some reason.
Yeah, we started talking about lighting.
Yeah, we had a whole conversation about lighting in movies and stuff too. We talked about Oh no! Wait, I know.
He
I
was
know why we talked
really
about
into
it.
the movie. He was so invested.
I know. Wait. Luke, I remember why we talked about it, but and I know that's gonna be your tangent because we talked about another
Oh
Jamie
yeah,
Lee Curtis movie.
that's right. That
You
is the
want
highlight of this movie. Holy shit! Listen,
you want to get on it?
yeah. All right. So I saw all the promos, right? I saw
Mhm.
Jamie Lee Curtis and her busty self fucking promoting this movie with that dress half off. I remember seeing it. They knew what they were doing. I didn't realize it was like actually in the movie. I thought maybe it was like a stunt gone awry. I was like, nah, it's that whole scene is like built around that shit. I applaud it though. I applaud it. It was classy. It was awesome. It was great. It was great to see. Jamie Lee Curtis at any age can probably get it, in my opinion.
Oh,
So
100%.
yeah, take that however
Absolutely.
you want. But like, holy shit, she is aging well.
Yeah.
That was such a.
Big fan.
So also the reason we talk about lighting is because as a child, I was a little young when I saw True Lies.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I was very young when I saw True Lies, so I remember that scene of Jamie Lee Curtis getting frisky and dancy.
Yeah, if
But
you're under the age of 18, you haven't seen True Lies, maybe wait another year or two. If you are and you haven't, I highly recommend.
now watch it whenever. Shoot, maybe it's gonna be your MILF awakening.
But like, the movie is very blue.
Let's be
Like,
Yeah,
honest,
exactly.
though.
That whole movie is underwater.
Jamie Lee Curtis is no longer a MILF.
No, she is.
MILF, GILF, whatever.
Well, she is in True Lies.
Yeah, there you
That's
go.
fair. True Lies. Yeah. No,
Or-
that's fair. That's fair. That's
for sure. But yeah, so that was the highlight of the movie for me, and just more points for for the movie overall.
Now
Well done.
you're thinking about busty pull them titties out, but ain't gonna lie. Oh, wolf cut on Jamie Lee is actually pretty good.
Yeah. No,
That's
absolutely.
that's actually a
Ever.
good look. That's actually a really good look.
Ever. I think she still does. I think she wears like wigs in the movies or like extensions or some shit. I
Usually,
think
yeah.
about it. Yeah. She still has that shit.
Usually she runs the short hair.
But anyway, back to this movie.
Yeah. Back to and let's not goon any longer.
No, that's it. I'm done. But like, that it's impressive. It is impressive.
It is. It's just funny too. That's a
Wow.
highlight. That's one of your highlights.
It's like the highlight for me. Just
I
saying.
mean, honestly, the highlight for me is Jamie Lee Curtis. So like, I'm right there with you.
Well, yeah, because she's great in this movie. She is.
She's great in every movie. But yeah.
I mean, she's good.
Hey, I just remember.
But I mean, considering the shortcomings that I have with
But
this movie, the fact that she's still so good in it, like, I mean, I
oh, that's
extra
fair.
kudos to
Fair.
her.
I mean, what's
Like I
nice
said,
is too is she
the
has a
full
lot
name's
of
four.
beautiful. She has a lot of
Six.
beautiful depth. Like Jamie Lee Curtis is able to like tap into a lot of really nice depth for Tess, especially I think even more so now that Tess is like a grandparent. There's more layers that she can dive into of an emotional standpoint, and I think like most of my emotional pool comes from Tess more than anyone else in this movie.
Yeah, sheesh. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I just remember something else that I actually liked about it. It's a very little thing as well, too.
I would have been okay. I'm sorry, real quick. I would have been okay if it would have just been Lindsay and fucking Jamie again. Like I would have been totally fine. I would have watched that movie. I just want to get that out. Quick.
I don't think it would have landed as hard, but I get it. I also get it. I get it.
I'm here. I'm shutting up.
Sorry, I want to keep this thought in my head before I forget it because I do that a lot. Actually, another thing that I like, it was a very little thing. Actually, original song in this movie. Actually, original song by Lindsay Lohan called "Baby," but I like the beach one. The part when it plays at the beach and it's slower, I actually stopped and was like, "Hold on, what is this?" And I was like, "Lindsay? Oh wow, okay, I see you, Lindsay." And also the ending performance was actually really nice as well too, the faster version.
Yeah.
And then of course you get more nostalgia where you hear what is that damn band called? What was the band called again?
Pink Slip.
Pink Slip. Yep. That reunion, that was cool too. Also, I think my mom hella geeked out at that part too, for the record.
Cute. I love that.
He was Lindsay was Anna's little brother in this movie at all? I don't think he was.
Yeah, you saw him briefly at like when it was the dinner, like the rehearsal dinner.
Oh, I wish there was more of that. I wanted to see how their relationship grew as they got older.
Yeah, I mean,
Considering
it
they were
was kind of
starting
sweet. He gave like a little speech about how like she would beat the shit out of him, basically.
Oh,
And like there was a cute little moment, but I do agree it could have been there could have been more there.
yeah. Oh, you know what? Okay, I want to talk about another thing too. And so I said how much I don't like cringe humor, like in this movie as well.
Mhm.
And sometimes that cringe or that certain aspect goes into other films too. But my thing is, some point, just start telling people shit. Like, please. That's a pet peeve of mine. Sometimes I'm like, oh hell no, I'm not trying to pretend to be you. Like, I'm just gonna come on and be honest. Like, you ain't gonna believe this, but we switch bodies, and I'll prove it to you right now, Eric. Do I need to say out loud what you did to me in the bedroom last weekend? I'm just saying.
I mean, even without them coming out and saying, "Hey, we are this person," like just act like yourself. You don't have to put on the charade of pretending to be the person. You know what I mean? Like when they do the switch, like Anna doesn't need to go to work.
Mm-hmm.
Just call it off. Like you clearly have an emergency that you need to figure out, right? Like everybody, the kids don't need to go to school. This is a fucking emergency. We are not going to get through any of our days if we're like this. We need to figure this out first. That should be priority number one. But instead, because we have to, they have to prioritize trying to be each other. Like, no, bitches, fucking like get together in a room, brainstorm, figure it out, and get it done.
Although I will admit, going on the journey does bring you understanding of the other person, so I get that. But I don't like
It's
it.
kind of like
still.
walking in their shoes to learn where they're coming from, kind of.
Yeah, like I get it, but I just don't like it. Especially like, see now
It
you
literally defeats the purpose if we're smart.
Quick gripe.
I mean, you're not wrong, but just like now you think about it, like, dang, Eric always gonna remember there was a time when we almost didn't get married because my wife was being a bitch.
Yeah.
And he's gonna never know why she was being a bitch.
And it was actually a child the whole time. And I don't
Exactly.
know body. Like, all right, yeah. Sweet.
I do like the moments that we get of Harper in as Anna with Eric, though. Like the moment, especially like the bonding moment, like surfing and everything. I do really like that. I thought that was really sweet because but that it needed to happen for obviously the climax and like how it ends. But I do have a gripe about this movie.
That I like too, because that's like what that is when, you know, your parents meet somebody and you're gonna have a stepmom or a stepdad or some shit. I did it with Rod. Like that's how that shit goes. You want to win over the kids. You want this person to like you. Like it's supposed to, that's how their whole relationship was. He just didn't realize he was talking to a child. But like that's how it goes,
totally
dude.
True. Totally
yeah,
true.
And you know, if it goes in if either one of them goes in the opposite direction, then you know we don't have a fucking relationship, which is what almost happened. So I know that too. So yeah, I did dig that, but of course, it's like we have to do the bullshit to get there. But it's good that it was at least written well enough and acted phenomenally to be able to pull that shit off. So, you know,
agreed.
Kudos.
Now, my gripe.
What is the gripe?
Give yourself the camera.
Listen, it is literally Anna's wedding weekend. And I know that Ella, the character, like her big superstar, is having her big fucking like show.
Mm-hmm.
But even if Ella's intentions were good and like blowing her up and trying to get her to come to the show as if she's posing an emergency just so she could surprise her with Pink Slip and performing her song because Anna or Harper believes Anna misses performing. There's things you don't do to a bride on her fucking wedding weekend. And that's one of them. Like,
Oh, I thought that character was useless.
Honestly, like, literally, if that was me, I would probably I was never a bridezilla, but I would probably become a fucking bridezilla if that happened to me. Like, holy
Yeah.
shit. That's too much to do to a woman who is getting married that weekend.
Fair,
So
So
fair.
it's just a very unrealistic kind of like going off of like the privilege. Like that is a
yeah,
very unrealistic expectation of somebody and what someone wouldn't probably naturally do to someone on their wedding weekend.
right. Well, this character is just there to induce stress, right? Because she's a fucking brat and like it is established that she needs to be waited on hand and foot. Like that's all that character is to do. But you would think there's enough stress in the fact that you are now in a child's body. There is plenty of stress right there. So, but why do we have to add this annoying ass character just to manufacture more stakes essentially?
I think she was
Um,
more there obviously for that moment at the end for the song, but
well,
then
sure,
but also just for like the two girls having fun and like
yeah,
doing the outfit stuff.
yeah, yeah,
That's about it.
relating,
Yeah.
it's yeah, and I get it because yeah, even
I ain't gonna lie,
though
I forgot about her,
even though
honestly.
I am in my
Fair.
30s, even though I am approaching my mid 30s, I can still relate to the youths. That's what that's supposed to say.
Yeah.
So I get it. But I don't like how we go about it all the fucking time. That's all.
There you go.
No, it's like I get why we're here, but like then you actually sit me down to watch the thing and I'm like, oh, okay, this is what we're doing.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like when you make fucking Christmas cookies with a little cutter. It's just keep going. Just keep it going.
There you go. There you go. Other than that, was there? I think. Oh damn! I don't know. Wait,
I don't
thought.
have too much to say about. I mean, Eric's cool. Like he's a genuine dude in this movie. That's his
Yeah.
character. He's just there. He's just there, surrounded by the
That's
chaos.
true.
You feel bad for him, but he's also the dude that kind of lets shit roll off his shoulder, and he's pretty much down at the end of the day anyway. Like I don't know. What is it? Manny does this character well.
Yes. I
There you
agree.
go.
It's a very it's a very wholesome role for Manny and he does it well and I really liked it. I think
Yeah.
he did a phenomenal job carrying that role and it was nice to see. I don't have a lot
Yes.
of like amazing to say but he was good. I don't have
That's
really
actually
anything bad to say.
that is all the male characters in this movie. And that's not a bad thing because it's
Yeah.
not about us. But that is exactly what all the male characters in this movie do. They are just there, they do the thing well, and then they're gone. Respect. No, I get it.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah. No, for
I'm for
sure.
it.
I agree.
Yep.
There you go. Also, I can't believe the damn teacher was back too. That caught me by surprise as well. Actually,
They'll throw
that I
back.
was like, yeah, I was like, the fuck, you're still here? Jesus Christ!
I mean, and
So,
we got that line, why are you not retired? Not the link to cryptocurrency though. Oh my god.
okay, I ain't gonna lie, that was actually funny.
It was pretty funny, yeah.
But yeah. Other than that, I watched it. It exists.
See,
Okay.
this is kind of one of those movies where it's a middle
Yeah.
ground. It's like a middle, like maybe middle high ground. Like I had fun with it. Am I gonna probably go frequently rewatch it? No. It'll be probably a very, very long time unless a girlfriend is like, yo, let's sit down, have wine, and watch this. I'll do it for them, kind of thing. You know what I mean?
That will actually be interesting to see if that actually happens because I feel like you're always going to go for the first one.
Yeah. I would 100% choose the first one over this.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
The first one
Like,
is better. I had fun
Yeah.
with this. I did enjoy myself, but I will still always choose Freaky Friday over Freakier Friday.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
likewise.
and that is what happens when we're just when we're just kind of checking boxes here.
Yeah,
This
that's
movie
fair.
is only as good as it is. I feel like because of the people in it, not
100%.
because of the story.
I think
Right?
think about if this had happened with a completely brand new cast, like a brand new mom and daughter, it wouldn't probably have hit as strong and as good for us.
Probably.
Like I think the only reason this movie is as good as it is because we have all of the nostalgia of having the OG cast.
Yep. Yeah. And honestly, it's cool to see Lindsay back on the screen.
Yeah.
It's sick. I was kind of into it because like
You know
she
what's the
does some
last
weird
movie?
shit, dude.
You know what's the last movie I actually remember watching with Lindsay Lohan in it? Machete.
You know what mine was? Hang on, I gotta
What?
make sure I get this right. It's a shitty horror movie from like
I Know Who Killed Me.
2009. Yes, yes, that one.
I let me explain. I
Holy
never
shit!
actually watched that movie. I just know how bad it is because I don't remember why it kept coming up in my youth when I was
Oh,
just surfing the web.
it's probably just infamous for the one thing. That's all I can imagine, and like I understand.
I watched quite
Okay.
a bit of Herbie.
That movie's fucking terrible. Herbie? I never watched Herbie.
Really?
Yeah, I missed Herbie
I watched
and
Herbie
Fully
for
Loaded
sure.
because there's two, right?
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. Yeah, it's Herbie and Herbie Fully Loaded. I know that, but did I watch them? No.
I watched both of those. Obviously, I saw OG Mean Girls. I did not watch the new one. That one looked too cringe.
I
Fair.
forgot about much I
Hey,
think
can I?
about.
But she
Hey,
has a cameo in it. She's not like a big role.
Right.
I'm not gonna lie. I have a funny confession to make about Mean Girls. I've never seen the original Mean Girls, but I've seen Mean Girls 2, and I
Oh
low-key
God.
love it. I know it's so weird. I don't know what.
I've never
It's
seen either.
Mean Girls
So
2 is literally a made-for-TV movie. I don't
Yeah.
know why I like it. I just do.
I mean, sometimes those are just amazing to watch for all the wrong reasons.
Maybe so.
This wasn't one of those movies, though. You know, I don't regret seeing this.
I don't either. It's just I watched it,
Yeah.
and I just don't care.
Yep.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, I mean, like, I could have been worse. This could have been Screenboat bad.
Yeah, well, I don't want to sound like I'm shitting on this because I'm not. Like it did what it was supposed to do. I felt the nostalgic stuff. It's acted really well. It's got a great message. I did enjoy
It
that.
is fun.
It is fun.
It's just in general not a mind blowing movie.
Correct.
Like I got out of it what I was expecting to get, no already knowing the source material.
Yeah. Yeah, but I feel like when we talk about movies and we're just kind of it almost seems worse. But like in this case, it's really not. You know,
Yeah,
Unforgettable is definitely okay in this regard.
Yeah.
like this could, like again, like one of us could be
The,
crashing out right now.
yeah,
Like here,
we could have been like, how dare they do this to the name Freaky Friday? We are not doing that. Like we could be like over here on a tangent about how awful this movie was. It
That'd
wasn't
be
awful.
fucking wild, though.
exactly.
That
Yeah,
would
it
be
could be
crazy.
too. But
A
then I think,
Freaky Friday
I
crash
mean,
out would be wild.
it's not like we're watching a movie that's a beloved franchise that had a returning dinosaur, but that dinosaur was just now lame now, and it wasn't like the cool version like we got back in 03. I mean, it could have been worse.
There.
You mean the more accurate one?
I mean, yeah, I mean, it's more accurate. I'm just saying, though, like, no, we didn't necessarily want accurate. We wanted our boy back, you
The
know. Just
one,
saying.
the one time science is a bad thing.
Yep, pretty much.
Too much discovery. Stop it.
Yeah, pretty much.
If anybody
Yeah,
didn't
no,
catch
this
that or hasn't heard him gripe about it enough, he's talking about the Spinosaurus.
Oh,
and
yeah,
I'm going
absolutely.
to continue to have the same argument about it. I love it so much. That's fun. I enjoy that. But I mean, the first one's very much of its time. Would it come out in like
Mhm.
04, 05?
I thought it was 03. Wait, let me look.
It was
I
03.
was, it was 03. Okay, yeah. Like it definitely fits in that pocket. And this is like a weird retread of that. And it just it's just not the same. But like
Yeah.
we do what we were meant to do.
I think for me, like, keep in mind, too, because, like, I really don't care about this movie, and I do like the first one. I guess maybe just the first time you see it, like, okay, it hits, but seeing it
Nah,
again
first
with
one's a
some
banger.
yeah. You keep this in mind that I don't love the first one. I like it. I genuinely like it. Just, like, it's not one of my favorite things I ever watched, though.
Yeah,
It's like that comment, oh, it's on this or streaming this, and I'm thinking about,
yeah.
I thought about this one scene. Let me check this out, actually.
Yep. I gets down.
So, yeah, other than that, it exists. That's all I got.
Anything else? Morgan, you're the fan here.
Honestly, no. Surprisingly, I don't have more to say, and that's just because it was good. It was a good
Yeah.
time, but I got what I expected.
And
And
everybody gets what they wanted in the movie too.
yeah, like it has a good ending. I like it. I think that cast was great. And I will stand by the fact that this movie is only as good as it is because we made sure to use the original cast in it. If we followed a new mom and daughter, it would not have landed the same, and I would have been probably sitting here bitching about it. I probably wouldn't even have seen it.
A
There is
to be exclusive.
There,
Yeah.
there you go. There's your Freaky Friday crash out.
Such a
Alright.
hard crash out. So
Should we
mega.
start? I want to keep a list of every time we crash out about a movie.
I mean, we can do that. That's easy.
Yeah, let's start that. Let's
I
start
think-
the wannabes crash
Sure.
out list.
And on the side,
Chaos
you gotta
walking.
then keep a list on how many times Morgan crashes out on loop over his dumb
Okay.
opinions.
Or
Chaos
me-
walking. It actually doesn't happen that often.
No, it doesn't. But it does
No.
happen occasionally.
No,
So,
it does.
I think-
It does. That's why you always catch me off guard when it happens. I'm like, what the
No,
hell,
you know
man?
what? I
Can
low key
we
crashed out
please?
on Luke more. I crash out on Luke more. On his
That's
opinion
true.
than
That's
you
true.
do,
That's true.
definitely.
That's true.
Like,
That's
me
true.
and him fight more.
It's interesting. Usually, I feel like in a lot of times with our, I feel like a lot of times with our shows, it's either Dredden and I are aligned or Luke and I are aligned on our like feels and vibes of the movie.
Yeah, it's really
It's
not
kinda
too
funny.
often it's you two against me. So, but when it happens,
It's
Morgan's
fun.
coming straight for the throat. She's just like straight for that jugular vein.
I will never forget, honestly, your reaction to it. And I was like, "Can I ask
tried
you a
to forget.
question? Are your knees as weak as your argument?"
They are today because I went to the gym and they are quite sore. But
Baby legs.
Anyway,
Some of the
those
jokes
baby legs
against
came
one
out
another.
China.
I still to this day I think the funniest thing anybody said about anyone on the show was accusing Morgan of hating rap music. That will forever go down as one of my favorite things ever.
that's the dumbest fucking thing ever.
It was funny. It was funny.
So dumb.
Still is funny.
And
It's
Luke,
so
actually, I want to
dumb.
say this too because at work, because I talk about the podcast at work, I've actually talked to one of my friends at work about me and you always fighting over A Quiet Place.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's another recurring fight that I don't think will ever be solved.
It's okay. We'll get somebody to actually get in depth frame by frame. I'm not doing it. I'm not.
I'm not either. I don't want to do it right now. No. I'm not doing this right now either. I will just say this that I thought I did, but whatever.
So.
Yeah, we're leaving it at that.
Anyway.
All right, gentlemen.
Yeah.
Any
So
other
who's
thoughts?
going first?
Yeah. Any other? I mean, I can. I don't care. Honestly, this is just middle of the road for me. It's a 7. You know, it's like middle high. It was good. I enjoyed it, but it wasn't mind blowing. So it's a 7.
I'm giving it a 5. I just don't care.
I'm in the middle, 6.5.
All right.
For all the reasons Morgan said.
There you go.
Yeah. Hey, look, if you are a fan, or if you just seen the original, I think it's definitely like worth a watch. You could watch way worse shit, and tell us if we're wrong. But yeah, there's way worse shit out there. This is like the most harmless, inoffensive thing I've seen in quite some time. So
like, watch this. Don't watch Screamboat. I'm just like, do that.
yeah, don't.
However,
you know what I forgot? You know what I forgot to mention? I don't think I did when we fucking reviewed that movie. Is that whole scene when my man is in the hole and the water's filling up, and he's sitting on the ground in like this much water, going like, I can't do it, guys. I can't reach. Like, fucking stop it, man.
I don't even remember that part.
Oh,
now
dude,
let me tell you about.
Let me.
Fuck no! I'm not watching that shit ever again. Hell no! Hell gonna freeze over before I watch that shit again. The grabber will escape. The grabber will escape from frozen hell before I watch that shit again.
Listen, scenes like that are why I watch movies like that, because that is just the best type of shit in a movie. It's
that's why you need to watch. Listen, that's why you need to watch the 2025 War of the Worlds,
dude. They
yes!
actually spent money on this thing to have a dude sit in an inch of water and pretend like he couldn't get out. I was like, come on, man.
Dude, please watch War of the Worlds one day. And yes, you can get through Screamboat. You'll get through this because I swear to God,
I didn't get through Screamboat though. That's the thing. I stopped it 10 minutes before it was over. I was like, I'm done. I can't. I have not actually seen the ending of Screamboat.
I don't even remember what it was. That's how unremarkable it was. But actually, regarding War of the Worlds, because I can't wait to talk about it a little later in the year and stuff. But Morgan, remember
World.
in
Sicko.
you remember in the Spider-Man 3 review where you brought up the fact that Eddie Brock had a lens that wouldn't zoom in that far like a telescope when Gwen Stacy was in trouble?
Yeah.
It's not a lens problem. I have a problem with World of Wars that reminds me of that because of like, there's no fucking way you did this. I'll talk about it like another day. I will talk about it another day.
Yo, I forgot about that. He does too. He goes, "Oh my god, it's Gwen." What? How can you tell?
I swear, please watch World of Worlds. I was so ready to review that. That's funniest movie of the year. Actual funniest movie of the year. And like I saw the funny movies that actually came out this year. Like, nah, put it aside. World of Worlds was fucking hilarious.
From what I've seen from that movie, it gives Red Notice some fucking dignity as a fucking just walking ad. Not Red Notice. Red One. Red One.
Fuck you, Luke. Okay, Red One was fine. And yeah, how about, you know what? I'm gonna say this right now. Yes, you are right about World of Worlds being. Hold on, you are right about it being a walking ad on that for World of Worlds. But Red One made sense at least. Come on. Yes.
Yeah, it doesn't. But
you know what? I'm gonna spoil something right now.
It's egregious as this shit. They actually baked into the plot Amazon ads. It's ridiculous.
Yes, exactly. Meanwhile, Red One wasn't even that bad. Just pick up a few toys and use a magical thing to help you in a situation. If they're name brand, they're name brand.
Make sure I know it's a Hot Wheel, because God forbid if I think it's a Matchbox or some shit. Make sure I know it's a Barbie.
Who the fuck cares?
Let's try it with a Wonder Woman Barbie. Make sure I know.
Who the fuck cares?
What it is. I can't tell just by seeing a toy car.
Who the fuck cares at that point? So what? It's a damn Hot Wheel. It's not like it's not Stop the Movie Hot Wheels.
All I'm saying is, whoever wrote War of the Worlds said, "Hold my beer." I got it.
Nope. I'm gonna do you one better. Transformers: Age of Extinction. Worst product placement I've ever seen.
The pill?
The pill. Oreo Bot. Victoria's Secret.
It's the best.
My Little Pony.
That is another scene. We were talking. I told you about a scene earlier before we started the show that just makes me laugh for no reason. That is also on that list. Like, I'm dead.
No, I'm sorry.
You can do whatever you want. Otherwise, this is probably going to continue. It's all good.
All I'm going to end this with is I'll never forgive bad product placement. I'll never forgive slow-mo Bumblebee killing a Decepticon and blowing him through a Victoria's Secret bus station ad. I'll never forgive that. That's the worst product placement I've ever seen. It's like, hey, look,
I mean, there are ads on the side of buses, and there's two robots doing battle. What the fuck do you want, dude?
And what the fuck do you want? Okay, we have to grab a Hot Wheel.
Yeah. We need a fucking sports car. We're gonna make a Hot Wheel, but just make sure Hot Wheel. Make sure it's there.
Okay. Well, what the fuck does Victoria's Secret have to do with Autobots and Decepticons fighting?
Just there because the bra and panties are in the way. I guess. I don't know.
You know what? This is actually why I hate arguing with you, because your logic don't make sense. How this is okay, but this isn't.
I mean, there's levels to this shit. That's like the best thing that I could come up. Like, you're not wrong. You are not wrong. But there are levels. In my opinion, there's levels. Like, War of the Worlds is egregious. And then just a step below that would be Red One. And then just a step below that would be Transformers.
No, Red One is way lower, actually, if anything.
You know what it is? You know what it is for me? Honestly, it's like, how much of the plot depends on your product placement? Are they just there because, like, Mark Wahlberg needs a beer right now? Okay, fine. Like, that's bad, but that's okay. But do I actually need you to deliver through Amazon and the Amazon fucking drone this USB drive so I can save the world? That is where I draw the line, my guy.
That's fair. I'm fair, but that's fair. Like, because that's bad. But I'm defending Red One.
Just a step below that.
It's
not baked into the plot, but they needed that car, and it had to be a Hot Wheel.
Who cares if it was that? Just grab a damn toy car.
That's what I'm saying. But no, it
just happened to be a Hot Wheel.
But Hot Wheels probably was the ones who paid to have their sponsorship, to have the sponsorship in there, and that's what went to the budget. So
3/4 of the Rock's salary came out of that Hot Wheels.
And you know what? I'm gonna say this too right now too, because at least the whole movie of Red One wasn't just all product placement.
There is product placement in every single movie.
We need to change the title to Freakier Friday review and argument over fucking
product placement.
Product placement. Who had the worst product placement?
All
Who
right.
had the worst
Oh,
product?
it's definitely War of the Worlds, but again, there's levels in my opinion.
That's fair, but I'm sorry. I find the World of the Worlds one funny, but Transformers just got on my nerves with it. That's where I draw the
because
line.
they do it. Yeah, because it definitely increases as they go along. Like for real, the pill and Mark Wahlberg being like, "Oh, I need a beer right now. Let's make sure it's Bud Light." Like, fuck out of here, dude. While playing a fake ass Texan, you're from Boston. I know you are. Fuck you.
That's fair. Or OreoBot and Victoria's Secret. Those are the two I just can't forgive ever.
It's fair.
Okay, you know what? Okay, we're gonna stop this right here. Actually, we done padded out the runtime.
With the Mountain Dew vending machine, that was cool.
Okay, see now you make it. Oh, come on, man, dude. Transformers 1 is one of my favorite. No, I mean Transformers 07.
That's what I'm saying. There's levels.
It's one of my.
There's
God
levels.
damn it! Stop the movie. Mountain Dew bot. Xbox Deception. Oh god. Yeah, you're right. I'm gonna help you out, Morgan. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that does it for our review of Freakier Friday. Thank you all for joining us tonight.
To chat.
With a
Jack can help you. I can.
This was fun. This was fun.
No, it was great. It was great, guys. So yeah, everybody, as Dreaded was saying. Oh my god, not the massage.
Okay, okay, all right. And now we're demonetized. Fucking.
All right, everybody.
Anyway.
With that, though, we are the Wannabes Podcast. I am Morgan. That's Luke, and that is Dreaded. Sometimes they go on tangents over Red One. But with that being said, everybody, it is also the holiday season, and with that, we actually do have
the headset and everything.
Yeah, well, it was falling, but with that, we do have our holiday winter sale going on right now over on our merch store. So make sure you head on over there. If one of you can put in exclamation point store, by the way, because apparently I forgot to log into our chat. But everything is 30% off. There is a code on the homepage, so you can go get everything discounted, whether it's for yourself or for others. So you can support the show and, for your merch of your favorite movie review podcast out there. So, but with that being said, y'all, thank you so much for joining us. If you can, follow us on our socials. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, X, Blue Sky, Threads, LinkedIn. Probably more than I'm forgetting. But with that being said, you can find out every time when we're going live, what we're reviewing, or if there's an adjustment to our streaming schedule. And next week, we will be live on Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, reviewing none other, I'm so excited, Zootopia 2. So, join us. Go see the movie if you haven't seen it already. That way we can talk spoilers. I love Zootopia, and I cannot wait to dive into the second one.
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready to give it a shot.
Let's go. All right. Thank you, everybody, for watching. You guys are fantastic. We will see you next week. And both of you shut the fuck up.
I didn't even flip you off, dude. I said me neither.
I saw the middle finger.
It was this one.
It was.
I call cat.
Come on, bro.
Oh, my fault. My fault.
Just
Then.
because
All right,
you
I'm
don't
sorry.
want to admit that red wine is fucking shameless.
See, you're going back to it actually now. Okay. I'm admitting I made a mistake. I'm sorry. Damn.
Guys, don't forget the popcorn next week. We'll see you next time. I'm gonna cut these two off. Have a fantastic evening.
If you forget the popcorn, you're gonna switch bodies with your kid.
You can't ever cut off.
What if they don't have a kid?
You're gonna switch bodies with your mama.
You're gonna get attacked by the
What if their mom's dead?
Then you're gonna switch bodies with that lady you had a crush on?
OreoBot.
You know what? Shut up, Luke. Okay, I don't want to think about that.